G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming and our Let's Play series on the Valley, the Old Farm, a map by Black Sheep Modding. Okay, so we are in day 4, midwinter. So in our last episode we took our Abomination Mark II and got rid of a lot of the snow around the farm. And also cleared the roads and all that sort of stuff. Now, in the transition from day 3 to day 4, we had some more snow. So now we have more snow on the ground, but we've already actually gone through with the gritter and well, the abomination, and removed the snow from all the road areas and all that sort of stuff. So as you can see here, it's not quite so evident there. You can see it's a bit thicker through there. So there's 2 layers there. So yeah, so what we have to do today is there's not a lot to do. We've just got our animals to look after, which is our sheep, and just get through our winter nice and slowly and carefully. So I guess first thing we'll do is we'll get some feed and some water for the sheep. So we'll do that using the case. So we'll head on over here. We'll grab some bales. Give them a bit of a feed. Just jump out. Get some hay bales. So I think 3 will be sufficient for the moment. Come back over here. Haven't got a lot of room because of the trailers. That's okay, we should be okay. See if we can do this from the cab, which I'm not normally that au fait at doing, but we should be okay. Unfortunately, I haven't got my steering wheel out. I should get it out, because I will just drive you batty. In fact, that's why I'll go out of cab, because otherwise you'll get seasick. So I'll drop these off here. Alright. Cut those off. Now let's just have a look and see what we've got in the way of feed. Another bale should be sufficient for those, and then we need to get the water. So I hope everyone is well. It's been about a week or so since I've had to record any videos. I've got a bit of a good lead up again. Oh, it almost took out the trailer. But yeah, we're back into it again. We've been busy testing out a couple of upcoming maps and mods and some other stuff, so it's not as if we've just been sitting back and doing nothing. We've also spent some time with Farm Manager 2018, a new game about farm management, more so than simulating, and that's been some good fun. But farming some turkeys. But yeah. Other than that, we've had a bit of a break from farming sim. We've done a bit of solo work, yeah, we're as always pretty keen to get back into it, and that's what we're doing here now. So we're going to get a couple of episodes out of the way and see how we can go. Right, so we'll fill up the water. Now that should have the sheep fixed up until we get to spring, in fact. Alright, so what we might end up doing is transition fairly quickly over the next couple of days. Even if it snows sort of like the next night or 2, I probably won't worry about taking out the abomination and clearing it up. It does take some time. It's not the fact that I don't want to do it, it's just probably no real point, because I'm not really doing that much in the way of farming at the moment, due to the fact of only having the sheep to look after. I'll just head on over here. Let me show you where we've actually. So you can see down here how thick the snow is. So we've got the 2 layers of snow through there. So the roads would be even more treacherous if we had that on the road still. But as you can see, we came through and cleared it all along. So the Abomination Mark II has been a great boon to our existence. It was very timely that was released, actually, because I was wondering about how we're going to deal with the snow on this series going through, but there we go. Alright, what we'll do is we'll we'll accelerate our time a little bit. As you can see, I also cleared out the bush path through there. Bit of wet weather coming in, a bit of snow, is it maybe? Alright, so we'll just hop out here and we'll go through to dawn. Okay, so we're now in late winter. Just keep on accelerating through. Have a look, the sheep will be okay still. That's the thing, I mean, we haven't really got that much to do, and we haven't got the money to go out and start doing anything really in the way of forestry. I'll just sort of step away from that while it's still running. And I don't really want to do the forestry too much at the moment, so we'll just continue on through from here and see how we go. See what develops coming into autumn. Sorry, spring. But it does look nice. I do love the look of the snow. Maybe part of that's because of the fact of living here in Australia, we don't get to see snow very often unless you go up the highlands, up the mountains during the winter seasons. But in general, yeah, we don't see a lot. As I do my obligatory yawn, which I apologise for. Okay. So we're getting up through. I'm ready to accelerate into our last day of winter. Nice little sunset there as it darkens off. Through to dawn. Losing a bit of money because we haven't got a lot of profits coming in. I mean, we can go and sell some of our crops, which we did mention before, but we might do that on this last day of winter. Let's have a look at the stock prices actually. Just have a rough look at, we've got some wheat there, barley, canola, sunflowers are basically at a high, corn is not at a high. Right, sheep. No. Okay. No, we'll just probably take the hit. And we might sell some hay bales or something. We'll just see how we go. Alright, so let's continue on through. There's the snow. So we may have to clear some snow in our first day of autumn. It's only very light covering, so we might be alright. Fleagle on sale, we don't need any more stuff to buy. Because I reckon we'll be down to about the $10,000 mark after this transition. So we'll transition now, whoops, through to spring. I've got the message saying welcome to spring, and there we are. Okay, so $9,500 what we've got in the bank now. And there we go. So what we'll do is we'll head into the farm. We might have to get the abomination out and just clear out some of the snow, although it doesn't seem that bad. We might just leave it at that for now. Now obviously our ground temperature is still at below zero, so we're not going to be able to do any ploughing or anything else like that. So the first day might be a bit of a waste as well. Now the abomination's over at the other farm area, over at our production area. So we probably won't go get that for the moment. Let's bring this back in here. So we should top up our sheep, which I didn't actually do, I just realised. So yeah, we're very low. That's alright, we're going to top them up now. So we'll get 2 bales out, we'll get 3 bales out. Okay, and we'll take them across and then we'll give them some water and then we should be good to go again. So I would imagine the next winter on this series we will certainly have a lot more stuff to do, whether it be production or indeed some woodwork or something like that, some forestry work. But we'll have to wait and see how things develop. There's 2 bales done, 1 more bale, then we'll go do the water, and I think we'll be about due to fill up that water tank or two. Won't do it again. Last time I did that, tried sort of just turning straight through, I ended up putting the bale back in the storage. I had to get the bale back out again, so I'll just avoid doing that. And there we go. Alright, that's all done, so we'll just head back down here. We'll reverse back down to the water trailer. Give the sheep some water. It's probably frozen over as well anyway, but in any case. Yeah, I think I'll need a bit more water than that. Which they will. So we'll take the trailer up and we'll fill it up again. Remember where the water outlet was. I think it was down near the front gate, the main gate of the farm. So we'll head down this way. The trough there. I'll leave it there for now because otherwise we won't have much money at all. So we'll definitely have to pretty much immediately sell some of the crops off that we've got stored. So we'll do that, like I said, in our first day of autumn. Which is today, isn't it? Spring. Well, I keep on saying autumn because we're in autumn here in Australia, so well, you wouldn't know it. The way it's been lately, we might as well be smack bang in the middle of summer. Okay. So there we go. So we filled them up with their water. So now they've got another 3 days where they should be fine with their food and water. What we'll do is we'll just shut the gate. Just to make sure they don't try and escape. Alright, park this guy under here. So we've already started producing our wool again, which is wonderful. That was quite quick. So what have we got? We've got 30%. That's all right. All filled up there, ready to go. Okay. In fact, I don't know if we got any. I don't think we got any wool last season. No, we didn't. So the sooner we can get some wool, the sooner we can sell some off and make some money. All right. So what we will do is we'll go grab. I think we'll grab one of the Fords. And we'll come over and grab the trailers over here, and we'll go see what crops we have, or we might go make a quick sale and just bolster our funds up just a little bit. I'll just leave that there for now. We'll have a look what we've got. So wheat, barley, canola and corn. Wheat and corn are probably the two we want to sell more readily. So we'll have a look and see what we're going to get for that. Prices, 367 at Agro Life for wheat. For corn, 476 and 429. 662 for soy. We might sell our soy. We might do that first. All right. Sorry, canola. What did I say soy for? All right, canola. So we'll take 30,000 of our canola out and sell that. That should at least help us a little bit financially. Now, where are we going? We're going Agro Life, just to make sure we're going to the right place. We'll put our beacon on, so over the main town area. Alright, now the interesting part will be how slippery it's going to be with a heavy load. Slippery. This could be an interesting rally drive. Maybe I should have. I could have put a gritter on the front of this. Could have ran the gritter in front of me. That's okay. We'll be okay. This hill will be a bit of a struggle. So we are looking at, once we get a bit of money behind us, we are going to look at buying probably a Mack truck, semi-trailer, and that'll become our farm workhorse. But obviously we're going to need a bit more money behind us before we can look at doing that. Real struggle getting up that hill. Use all the road we possibly can, so as if we do start slipping and sliding, at least we got more chance of recovering before we hit a tree. Mind you, my friend Reefy would be quite happy to see us hit a tree. So today is actually 14th of April, the day I'm recording this, and it is Farming Simulator's 10th birthday. So it's been 10 years of Farming Simulator gaming. Not that I know anything about that, because I've only been playing for, what, 18 months. So I feel very late to the party, but nonetheless, I'm obviously reaping the benefits of all the work Giants has done over the last 10 years. And also, of course, all the work, the wonderful work that our modders have done and continue to do in the Farming Simulator family. And I mean, I was actually just talking today with GTX Andy, who's now part of LS Mod Company, and we are certainly very spoiled with the mod creators and the mods that are created for us. I mean, not just in Farming Simulator 17, but I mean, that's obviously the most evident. And I'm going to have to do the cheeky. I did this before. As you can see, the tracks around here. The incline is just too harsh, so I'm not going to get around there. So we minimise the incline by going around the side of the hill. Yeah, we're very spoilt with the quality and quantity of mods that have come out. And I mean, we all tend to sort of have our personal favourites and all that sort of stuff, and I'm not going to name and embarrass anyone here or anything as such, but I mean, I bet most people know the modders that I particularly am drawn to and use a lot of their equipment, but it is just a wonderful, wonderful, and it's a fairly close-knit group too, I must say, because like, I can honestly say in any other game I've played for an extended period of time, I've never really got to the point where I've actually interacted with modders on a personal basis, like actually talking to them in any community group or anything else like that. Whereas it seems with Farming Simulator, by and large, the modders seem to be far more personable and more willing to interact with their end users, which is wonderful. And you can see some great interaction with people coming up with suggestions to mods or suggestions to improve a mod and all that sort of stuff. And it's wonderful, and it's certainly helped build up the stable of mods that we have available to us, and it's fantastic. It really is. Anyway, hopefully that'll continue in Farming Simulator 19. Because I mean, let's face it, and many of us have said this before. I've mentioned it in blogs and all that sort of stuff. If we and they're both tipping different sides. If we didn't have the modders, this game would be very boring very quick. I mean, let's face it. I mean, there's not that many mods or implements and tractors and brands to use in Farming Simulator as a default by Giants. And I mean, you can't really fault them for that. They're not going to be able to produce everything. And there's only limited maps. I mean, like we're what, 18 months into the franchise for this series, as in Farming Simulator 17, and we've got 3 maps from Giants. If we didn't have a good modding community, would that be a bit different? Would there be more push from Giants to put more content out? I don't know. But thankfully we don't have to worry about that, because we have such wonderful modders working to assist us and make this game so much better. So again, even though I've said it previously, I thank you to all our wonderful modders, map makers, all that out there. I mean, look, I will name a few that I personally thoroughly enjoy and love. I mean, there's Bullet Bill, Oxygen David, Dusty Dave, CCS 101, some wonderful map makers, and there's a lot more than that. And I certainly, if I haven't mentioned anyone, it doesn't mean that I don't think they're any good or anything else. It's just these are ones that come to my head straight away, and ones that I'm regularly using, and of course Stevie. I mean, Stevie, I play his maps all the time and use his mods all the time as I fishtail around that corner. And then you've got our mod makers. You've got LS Mod Company. You've got GTX Andy, who's part of that and was previously part of GTX Mods. I mean, obviously you've got GTX Mods. You've got Black Sheep Modding. You've got Farming Simulator American Style Modding Company. You've got, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, you've got Rockhound, our good friend Rockhound, who's made it. Well, look, he's done a map. He's done a couple of trucks. Fantastic. Rubber Burner Gaming, another one of our friends that has built a map and all that sort of stuff. So, I mean, yeah, there are plenty out there, and thanks to them, they've given us the variety to continue on with this game. So, again, thank you to all of our modders. Big, small, well-known, virtually unknown. You all help to certainly make people like myself enjoy the game even more. Alright, so we've bolstered our finances just a little bit, back up to 30,000. Would probably take another load. It's almost another full load there, which would take us back to about, what, $50,000. Probably won't do it. What we'll do is we'll just accelerate the time, and we'll move into our second day of spring, and we'll see what that brings in relation to, well, obviously the weather's closing in. See what that brings in relation to not only weather but ground temperature. Looks like we'll be at -1 degrees tomorrow, so there'll be no field work tomorrow either. Day 3, it looks like we'll be able to start doing some groundwork. So yeah, it's pretty boring at the moment, I know. So we'll try and get through those as quick as we can, so as we can get back into what I'm guessing most of you would like to see, and that's farming and mowing. Right, what we might do, we will do another load. We'll do another load while we're here. It's time 25. No, what we'll do is we'll make this a shorter episode. That's what we'll do. We'll make it a shorter episode, and then we'll come back in the next game day. So we'll come back in game day 2, maybe game day 3. If there's not much sort of happening in game day 2, then we'll probably return on game day 3 and get stuck back into all of our fields and get back at hard work. So until then, thanks for joining us here at Duckzorly Gaming. Please don't forget to press the like button and the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Also, please consider becoming a Patreon. We have opened up a Patreon. Now, 90% of the funds that come from Patreon will be put back into the channel in relation to giveaways, prizes. I may choose at random someone occasionally to get a DLC or something. I mean, we'll just see how it goes. And 10% of that will be used for upgrading, whether it be equipment, games, DLCs, whatever else for the channel. Okay, so you can help make this channel pay back some of our lovely viewers and help us to continue to be available. So anyway, please consider it. Certainly no obligation, and I don't think any less or more of those that do or do not subscribe. I mean, obviously I'd like those that become a subscriber on Patreon, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on. So thanks very much for watching. We shall see you again very, very soon back here at Duckzorly Gaming. Until then, look after yourselves and your loved ones, and no matter where you are in the world, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening or night, have a wonderful time, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here on the Valley of the Old Farm. See you later. Bye.